Somebody realizes that you was being for real with them when you said you was into them and you was attracted to them. They thought y'all was playing. They thought y'all was lying. They never. They're not really used to somebody just being this straightforward or this blunt with them, or you know what I'm saying, letting them know, being vulnerable with them. But you came to them with that. You didn't hold back, and they were never used to anybody like this. They never expected this. You know what I'm saying? They never expected you to be the way that you are. But it's because over time you've learned how to clear your energy. Over time you've learned how to put things aside, let bygones be bygones. On your journey you've learned how to stand up for your territory and not be broken and not be shaken, not be intimidated, not settling. A lot of times people want you in this state of mind. People want you in this state. People don't want you to have understanding within reason. People don't want you to be able to progress without agony, without pain, without destruction. But you've learned this. You've learned this in your own time, in your own space, and with your own mind, within yourself, within your own body. And you learned that if I just keep what I have going on to myself, if I just move accordingly, if I move quietly, if I keep my business where it needs to be instead of in the streets, things will continue to run smoothly for me. Things will continue to progress for me. There won't be anybody, there'll still be people that try to intimidate me or take me away from being, keep me unencouraged, you know what I'm saying, keep me weak and stagnant. But they'll try that, but they won't, just because they try doesn't mean they're going to be successful. But you've learned that if you move in silence and reveal what you want when you want, things will be less stressful. Your job will be less stressful. Your career will be less stressful. Your household will be less stressful. Whatever you are dealing with at that time will be less stressful because now you know how to deal with things, how to alter your mood in order to fit your surroundings, to fit how you're feeling at that time. Somebody is gaining weight here, and maybe you gained weight during the time of you being with that person and you felt like you weren't enough, or they made you feel like you wasn't enough, but you were. They couldn't tell you that. I don't know why they didn't tell you that, but they didn't. For some reason they held that back from you. But you began to feel insecure about yourself, and then it could have spilled over into your career, into your job. um and this was something that you was locked in on, or someone that you was locked in on that wanted all of you, and they felt like when you became insecure you weren't giving all of you because you weren't being vulnerable anymore, you weren't letting them in anymore, you weren't communicating with them, you weren't letting them know how you felt, you weren't happy like you weren't as feminine as you were in the beginning, and it's because you started suspecting things were going on. This person is about to text you because they want to talk to you. They got to let you know, like, okay, this is what really happened. It wasn't like this. It wasn't meant to be like yada, yada, yada. I just didn't know how to open up to you, didn't know how to tell you how I was feeling. And because you started pulling away, I thought there was someone else. And even though you backed up from this person, even though you stopped really communicating with them, you still managed to take care of business. You still maintained your home. You still found another job. You still were happy, or at least appearing to be. And that threw them off because they thought maybe you hadn't moved on just that fast. It's the fact that you do your own thing that makes people feel incompatible. You know what I'm saying? It's because you speak your mind. It's because you pray a lot, so you're protected, and you know that you're protected. So people could take that as being a boaster, or being inferior. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm inferior, I'm inferior. You're gonna dislike me because I'm not afraid, because I can stand on my own too, because I fight for what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like people just don't be having nothing else better to do when they do weird stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's because you learn from certain obstacles. You learn from mistakes. You've learned from being in certain situations. You learn from just being around certain people going through certain things. And that's what made you the woman that you are today with a man. You're strong. You know how to handle anything. You know what I'm saying? You stop getting into trouble. You know what I'm saying? That stuff's taken care of. You focus on your family and being the best for your family. That may have made some of you afraid, but and I know it could be a hard task, a tough task. It might not be with your own children. It could be with your siblings. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what situations may have arisen with any of y'all in those type situations, but if there's something that happened, it happened, and it had to happen in order for you to receive this new blessing here, so that you could continue to live happily. You show people what you want and what you expect, and those who try to break you, they can't. These are people who feel away because you've started taking yourself more seriously and seeing that you can be prosperous on your own. Somebody wants to make sure that you're sure on Wednesday about them. This could be someone new or a new situation. Whatever it is, you passed the test, you passed the hurdle, you passed the review, whatever it is, you passed. You're expressing yourself more. And people really like how clear you are now. Especially if you're in a phase where you're not crying anymore over things when you used to cry before. You could have a $500 blessing coming in, this grown Roman, and you need to pray for your throat chakra. And if you already are, keep praying for it. It's a mystery on how you're still able to do certain things because of certain situations that you've been through. But no matter what, you're still happy, and that's what makes people confused. But things only have been getting easier for you, and in a few days you'll know more about that. Keep posting because it is paying off. You took your energy back and started pouring it into something else that is getting you attention, and you're not afraid with this courage here. Enjoy your life. You only live once. And in 3 hours, you're going to be having less stress with something. Um, and you're able to achieve and get anything, whatever you want. You're considered fancy. Somebody loves when you wear your hair down or out. You tightened up, and you're blessed. Good gracious, a few days, something's coming here, and someone's saying you have a pretty smile. Rest up because you've got new or more work coming. You guys could be a Gemini. Water is here. You're so different and motherly. You touch somebody. You know what I'm saying? Someone empathizes with you. ASAP, desk job, a month. Someone lied about something, and everything happens for a reason. They lied, and it was just revealed that they lied to you. But right, with everything happens for a reason behind it. This person lied, but they lied to you for a reason, so they could have had legit reason to lie. You know what I'm saying? But that's the very reason why you don't let people get close to you anymore. And that communication there, they want to talk to you about that, something that they lied to you about. Could have been dealing with your popularity online, and you speaking up for yourself, elevating. And every time you elevate, you make these people feel worse. They don't feel equal to you. I feel like you brag a lot, but it's because you're being the change that you want. Dressing up. Somebody has a lot of gold here. People hate you on your shit, and they probably do, I'm sure. Somebody that wants to come to an understanding. You're a diva, and somebody gonna be jealous. But stay professional. Don't worry about it. Small things to giant big dog, cause you protected.